Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the Bookit sports community and around the world. We got another episode of the morning after today. Josh is in the stew. Nick is getting the chat set up. And I am currently 1-6 on NBA playoff bets.
Wow. There we go.
The only bet I've hit thus far in the NBA playoffs was a Knicks money line in game 1.
There we go.
Yesterday, did not hit a single bet 0 for 3.
Just took all the away teams?
No, I took the Thunder minus 8.5.
Okay.
They won by 4. I took the over in the Bucks-Pacers game. Didn't even come close.
Yeah.
And I took the Mavs money line.
Tough.
So that's a quick 0-3.
Mavs pissed down their leg.
I mean, that was one of the most disappointing performances I've seen from an NBA team in a long time.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch the game. I was out, but
Disgraceful, dude.
Yeah.
I think they might have scored 7 points in the second quarter. Like, it was that bad.
Jesus.
And James Harden also. The foul situation in the NBA is why you can't fucking watch the league anymore. Like, it's not even fun to watch the NBA. I'm sitting there watching the NBA playoffs yesterday, and I even had to watch, I even got to watch a couple games with my girlfriend. And the reason why I say had is because there was like more than 5 times where she was like, this is just so boring. And I was like, this is supposed to be premier basketball. And like, we watched the women's NCAA tournament together. We watched March Madness together. There was never a comment like that made. Mm-hmm. And this is the NBA. This is supposed to be premier basketball. It fucking sucks. It's the worst. Like, I'm not even kidding. It is the worst product on TV when it comes to professional sports.
Yeah, it is.
Like, it is so boring. I'd rather watch the MLB. Like, I would rather watch the MLB than watch an NBA playoff game right now, which is fucking so disgusting.
That's crazy coming from you, too.
Which is
you're not
crazy.
a big MLB guy.
I fucking hate baseball. But listen, we got NBA playoffs. We got NHL playoffs. I got to tap back into the NHL playoffs, man. NHL playoffs are the most electric thing in the world. So I got to start watching that again. I agree. It's kind of tough when the Devils are out. Need to tap in with the Chell God. And we got a trip to Italy planned for Slate Surfers.
Ooh.
At the end of today's episode. But
Serie
let's
A.
run the what in the world. I got some things I want to talk about. Welcome back to What in the World, the segment where Mikey and Josh talk about what happened in the world. Did you know that NASCAR is just Coachella for the South? Did you see these videos on the internet? Because I have never been more in awe of a live event than whatever. I don't even know what NASCAR event it was. I don't even know if it was the Daytona 500. Talladega NASCAR. I mean, it was just a strip club on wheels.
Yeah.
It was literally a strip club on wheels. I don't know when NASCAR got back, but NASCAR is back.
Oh, it's back.
Like, it is fully back. I think NASCAR just gained millions of fans across the entire globe. I'm not even lying to you. I don't know. We can't show the video because I'm pretty sure there's like restrictions on every platform that you're on. But if you just go to Twitter and type in NASCAR, I mean, it looks like the greatest party of all time. People were throwing cheeks. People were taking their shirts off. Like, when did NASCAR become a strip club?
I don't know, dude. It kind of reminded me of Country Thunder. You ever heard of that? It kind of looks like Country Thunder. It's like me and my friends used to go there in high school. Just like a huge shit show. That's pretty much all it is. Which, I mean,
Josh was going to strip clubs in high school.
No, not strip clubs.
I'm just kidding. I don't know what the fuck Country
It's like
Thunder
the same
is,
thing.
dude.
Just like in a field, you party for 3 straight days. But yeah, Talladega looked rowdy.
It was... Since when? That's my only thing is like, NASCAR since when? That's my only question. Since when?
I think
does NASCAR put on like that?
I think it's always been like that.
There's no way.
I think people just sleep on NASCAR.
There's no way that NASCAR has been putting on like that.
Danny Mahoney, NASCAR is lit.
Well, shout out NASCAR.
Yeah,
fully
shout
back.
out. Yeah.
I mean, literally fully
Electric.
back. Talladega, that was nuts. Providence has locked up another transfer. We have one more roster spot left. Transfer guard from Chicago State, averaged 16 points per game. Looking forward to it.
Wesley Cardette.
Looking forward to it.
We'll see.
Forward to it.
Where's he from? Is he from Chicago?
We're in the Big East.
I would assume you're
Sure.
from Chicago if you go to Chicago State.
Yeah, I feel like you don't out of state go
Yeah,
to Chicago State to
no,
play ball. You know what I
doubt
mean? That feels like an in-state Chicago guy that just wants to play ball. What else happened, dude?
I got a couple things actually. So
I also have a rant loading.
okay.
I don't know if you're ready for a rant on a Monday, but I got a rant.
Did you see the Ryan Garcia fight?
I saw clips.
Ryan Garcia. I watched the entire thing. Ryan Garcia went out there and made Devin Haney his little bitch. Like,
did you know that the
entire
beer was
time.
fake?
Yeah, apple juice and sparkling water or whatever. Yeah. which makes sense.
I think he was just doing, and I get it now, like genius, like just genius promoting. Like even him doing like the freestyle, like he's not actually crazy.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely a little out there, but
I think he knows
he's
that that's
like
gonna sell now because you're gonna tune in because he's out of his
Well,
mind.
that, and I think it makes Devin Haney sleep on him because Devin Haney's like, this dude is a fucking clown. There's no chance he's taking this seriously. And then he goes out there and that left hook is disgusting.
I think dude, it showed me a lot of things. One, it showed me how good Gervonta Davis is.
Yeah,
because Gervonta really put on a masterclass against Ryan.
Yeah.
Two, finally you got to see how hard this kid hits.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, dude. His little, I don't know what, like a hook, if that's
left
a hook.
left hook,
dude, his left hook is lightning in a bottle.
So sick, yeah.
Like it's literally lightning in a bottle.
And you know that's all he has, and you can't stop because he's just so fast.
Dude,
like you just don't see it.
My girlfriend has a crush on Ryan Garcia, so I fucking hate him. I don't like when he pops up on my feed. I don't like when I see videos of him. She thinks he's cute, so I just fucking hate him.
Okay,
so,
stop. You don't know boxing. LMAO. What did we just say that was wrong? That his left hip. That's.
Okay. Who said that? Who?
All Day Allen.
That? Yeah, all right, All Day.
Yeah,
Allen.
okay.
All Day Allen probably loves a couple Busch Lights and a bar fight. Is what he loves. Little show of aggression for no reason.
I know Satan for press. I need to get my hair cut. It's coming tomorrow,
dude. But I'm officially out on Ryan. Like I fucking hate him.
Dude, he's
not,
damn
but it's
good,
only
man.
for outside reasons. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like I can't be putting on for a guy that my girlfriend's like, oh, I like him. Like, no, fuck that guy. Hope he loses every fight now.
Did you see that? But okay, so not even talking about the fight, but he put $2 million on himself.
Yeah,
to win that fight.
But
to win 12.
Dude, this is what I'm saying, and we've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
Athletes should be allowed to bet on themselves to win a game.
Yeah.
You should not be able to put action on the other side. Shouldn't be able to bet a spread, but you should be able to put money on yourself to win a game if you're a professional athlete or a collegiate athlete.
Yeah.
What does that harm? How does that harm the game at all?
It doesn't.
You betting on yourself. We tell kids every day, bet on yourself. Bet on yourself. Bet on yourself. And you know what? I wouldn't even be mad if you let them bet the overs too, because that's just good game. Yeah. You're playing good ball. If you're betting the over and you're betting on yourself to win. I think that should be 100% allowed, and I think it's dumb that they don't let it happen at every level.
I think the college kids make sense because like most of them aren't 21, so it's not legal either way. But the pros, like, who gives a fuck? Just let them take the money.
Get that fifth-year senior though. Get that fifth-year senior
yeah.
betting on Coastal Carolina to win, and he's the Coastal Carolina quarterback.
You don't think there's like a freshman like, yo, can you throw like a little 20 piece on that for me too? Like that would happen. That's just the.
But why is that bad? Betting on himself to win.
No, yeah, but it's still legal when you're 8. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. But professionals.
Yes.
Professionals. 100%.
And also, same thing in that fight. LaShawn McCoy put $250,000 on Devin Haney to win $25,000. Lost $250,000.
Yeah, LaShawn McCoy smart, right? I think Israel Adesanya also put $500,000.
Really?
On
Devin?
You got to check on Devin Haney. You got to check his Twitter. But I'm pretty. He used. I mean, it's a stake screenshot, so you never know.
Yeah, so it's probably not real
fake
coin,
money,
but still, yeah.
I've got a little rant.
Let's hear it.
I'd like to go on for a second here, if that's okay with you.
We'll make you full screen.
If that's okay with you, Josh.
Of course.
Diana Taurasi. No, I'm just kidding. That's not. That's not who I'm talking about at all. Caleb Martin should be banned from playing in this round of the playoffs. What happened with him and Jason Tatum was the most disgusting, vile act of trying to blatantly, not even hiding the fact, blatantly trying to remove the best player from a playoff series.
Do you want to show
timeout called with a minute left? Mm-hmm. The Heat come back out. I don't know why the Celtics still have their starters in. Not that you should be scared to have your starters in, by the way, if you're the Boston Celtics. A minute left. Heat called a timeout. Draw up whatever kind of defensive scheme they got, whatever play they want to call. They come in, take a shot, ball bounced off the rim. Jason Tatum clearly going for a rebound, uncontested. What does Caleb Martin do? Take out his fucking legs. I mean, that should be... And I get it. I think the league is a little soft. I think there's a large argument to be had that the league in the NBA is soft. If you watch James Harden against the Dallas Mavericks, I think James Harden is one of the most overrated players of all time. If you take away free throws, I think he'd be working at a McDonald's and probably eating all the supply too. But what Caleb Martin did to Jason Tatum, if you watch that and you don't think that that was the most blatantly dirty, like trying to get him out of the game or at least hurt him a little bit, then you're like an idiot. Like genuinely blind and dumb.
Here she is. We'll turn the volume down. We don't need that.
Free flag calling it a shitty take.
He did. Okay. This is my first time seeing this video, by the way. Let's replay it. We'll see. It did look like Drew pushed him a little bit.
But the circumstance.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely.
You're focused on Drew.
Yeah, it looks like Drew kind of pushed him.
Okay. I'm not focused on Drew at all. I also think, like, there is an understanding that Drew Holiday is not shoving Caleb Martin like that. He might have put his hands on him. Caleb Martin's a grown man.
Yeah. So is Drew Holiday, though.
Dude,
Drew Holiday's a grown man.
I hate the Drew Holiday take looking at this again.
He does kind of push him.
Barely, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that hard of a push.
Are you kidding? He didn't push him at all. It looks like he put his hands on him like, oh shit, he's about to get by me for the rebound. Like trying to get his hands out to try to maybe box him out, dude. Caleb Martin runs into him unimpeded. Caleb Martin's path does not change when Drew Holiday touches him. When Drew Holiday touches him, his path does not change at all. There's no change in his path.
Yeah, but he might not be able to slow down. That's the only thing. Like, he was definitely going for take.
If you're Caleb Martin, there wasn't even an effort to slow down. He doesn't go like this and move out of the way or try to stop his body. Like, what is he, 4 years old? He's got no control over his fucking limbs.
Yeah, I guess.
I hated it. I hated it, one, because Jason Tatum will lose this series by himself. You don't even have to remove him. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even have to remove him.
Yeah.
The second reason I hate it, too, is it's a blowout. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. What are we doing that for?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing that for?
Also, why is he in the game?
Why are the starters in the game? But also, why are we acting like that as the Miami Heat? I don't know. Piss me off. Not going to lie to you.
Fair enough. I mean, that's fair.
Piss me off a little
It's
bit.
not like that. I don't think it's like that egregious, but it was definitely a hard, tough fight.
I thought it was out of hand.
Yeah, maybe.
But then you watch James Harden, he kicks his leg out, and they call a foul, and
Yeah.
he gets to take 3 free throws.
Yeah,
Like, give me a
exactly.
fucking break.
Yeah.
I also did want to bring up really quickly, why are we underrating the Knicks? Thibodeau didn't get put in the Coach of the Year conversation after having almost 50% of his roster hurt the whole year. Still made it in the playoffs. Like, I'm not understanding why, pretty much turned Jalen Brunson into an MVP candidate. I don't understand why, maybe didn't turn him into it, but gave him the ability to.
Yeah.
I don't understand why we're underrating the Knicks.
I think, well, the Tom Thibodeau thing, I could tell you why he didn't win Coach of the Year, because nobody wants to play for him. I know that for a fact.
Yep.
He's a dickhead. But I do think that they're underrated. I mean, I think Jalen Brunson just by himself is underrated. Like, I think Jalen Brunson is way closer to an elite player, like top 5 than people think.
Better than John Morant.
Well, yeah, Ja hasn't played, but yeah, I would maybe take him. Like, I think that they're very.
But we put John Morant on
players.
this fucking pedestal because he's a high flyer.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen Brunson's just a winner. Like, since high school, he's been a winner. That's all he does.
Is there anything more embarrassing? Than pulling up to an NBA playoff game, seeing that the opposing team's best player dressed up as Gru from Despicable Me, and then beat the dog shit out of him? Is there anything more? Does it get more embarrassing than that?
No.
If you're the LA Lakers, does it get more embarrassing than pulling up to an NBA playoff game and the best player, reigning MVP on the other team, pulls up for an advertisement stunt dressed as Gru from Despicable Me, and then beats you? Like, is there anything more embarrassing? I don't think it gets more embarrassing.
No, it doesn't. Especially the way he beats you, too. He just looks so slow and unathletic beating you.
Just so goofy.
Yeah.
Dressed as Gru pregame.
Yeah.
Like, how? Like, he really doesn't
He's the
care.
GOAT, dude. He's the GOAT.
But he really doesn't care.
No, he doesn't at
Like,
all.
to pull up to an NBA playoff game against the LA Lakers, you're playing LeBron James, dressed as Gru. I don't think it gets more embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it gets more embarrassing. If you're LeBron James, nothing like this has ever happened in your career.
No.
The level of disrespect to pull up to an NBA playoff game at home and dress as Gru for an advertisement stunt and then win the game handily at that. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to continue playing basketball if I was on the Lakers.
Do they win it again, you think? Denver?
I don't know, dude. I tried to watch every playoff game. Not one team impressed me.
Really?
Really, not one team. Other than the Knicks beating the Sixers, but I don't rate the Sixers very high.
Yeah, so
but not one team impressed me. I don't think the Clippers are that impressive, even though they
No.
beat the Mavericks. Watching that game, the Mavericks shot themselves in the foot. Like, I just have not been impressed yet by a team.
Do you think it's
to be
any?
honest.
I could see anyone winning this, honestly.
Anyone, dude.
Yeah.
Literally anyone. Like, there's not one team that I was like, wow. The Bucks without Giannis, I mean, that was an impressive win. But again, I don't think Dame Lillard does that for a 7-game series again.
Dude, I don't know if you saw this, but I guess Dame's line was at 35.5.
Oh, yeah, I saw this.
And he had 35 points at half and didn't score.
You know what else? You know who else's line was like that? I took Luka's PRA at 52.5. Why don't you guess how many PRA he had?
52.
Yeah. Literally on the dot. Like, how do they know?
I don't know.
How do they know?
Did he play the whole? I mean, he played the whole game. Though,
Whole game.
at least. Yeah.
I mean, there was a couple stints where he sat, but
Yeah. That sucked.
you know what I'd also
Dude,
like to
they
talk
know.
about really quickly before we serve some slate, Josh? Can role players stop talking like starters? O'Shea Brissett came out just talking nonsense. If you can look up the quote for me. O'Shea Brissett came out talking nonsense. Who the fuck let you talk like that? Like, in what world? I saw so many comments like, who is this guy? In what world are we starting to let role players be the face of a playoff series? In what world are we letting role players be like, we wanted them, they're the easier team?
O'Shea Brissett warns Miami fans after "We Want Boston" chant.
Can you look up how many minutes O'Shea Brissett played in game 1? I would just love to know. And it was a blowout.
He played. Let me see. Got to go all the way down.
No, yeah, you got to. He might not even have played. Might have been a DNP, coach's decision.
Wait, no. Oh, this is just regular, dude. Come on.
Dude, it was probably a DNP.
Can you give me something?
It was probably a DNP.
I can tell you how many he averaged during the year.
How many did he average?
About like 12.
We're letting a guy.
Like 12 minutes.
We're letting a guy averaging 12 minutes a game talk like this. And I'm not saying that 12 minutes isn't impressive in the NBA. Don't get that twisted. I'm not saying that playing 12 minutes isn't impressive. But why are you talking? Why are you the guy that's saying, you better watch out? With these chants from the crowd, you better watch out. Like, who the fuck are you? He was a DMP, coach's decision in the playoffs. Give me a fucking break. Why is this guy a bot? I agree with Coolitz. Getting famous from TikTok and not co-streaming on TikTok is egregious. I am currently banned on TikTok Live.
Yeah, they don't want the people to have the sauce.
I am currently banned on TikTok Live because... Also, I don't consider myself famous. I don't think I am. But I didn't want to read that and act like I believed what he wrote in that. But currently banned on TikTok Live because we were co-streaming. And during March Madness, I said, without prefacing in GTA, that the Seton Hall Pirates would take the head off of a team in the Big East tournament in GTA. I didn't say in GTA, and I got banned for violence. So that's cool. We're trying to figure it out. So, JJ, get on your horse if you're listening. Did you also see, I wanted to talk to you about this a little bit. There was a lady in the LPGA, the ladies PGA. I think it was the ladies PGA, but she was across the pond.
Oh, yeah.
There was a Capital One, or whatever the advertisement was, a Capital One Bank square in the lake, in the pond. And she perfectly buttered it off the pond onto the green.
Oh, I saw that. That was definitely not intentional.
Off the pond.
That was one of the worst shots of all time. She yanked.
You don't think
so
that
far
was
left.
intentional?
No, definitely wasn't.
Wow.
Literally no chance. Nobody would try to.
If you go to my Twitter and look up Infinity Brain Move, and you show the clip, wow, that might have been not intentional.
No, it's definitely not.
When they framed it as if she meant to do that.
No.
I just want that said before I look like an idiot.
Here, I pull it up right here. Yeah, no, literally.
I just want that. I just want that said.
Here, it just bounces right off this little blue. She pulled that so hard.
Like, are we kidding? Are we kidding? Honestly, if I'm her, I'm doubling down and being like, I meant to do that. If I'm her, I meant to do that.
I don't even know if you could make that up. Like, no one would believe you.
I would be like, I knew
so far left.
I would be like, I knew what I was doing.
I mean,
fully, I knew what I was doing. I don't know if you saw, but the Broncos released their new uniforms 5 minutes before we stepped on set. What happened to the game I love, man? These uniforms fucking suck.
They're so
there
ugly.
has not been, other than the New York Jets, there has not been a uniform other than throwbacks, which is sad because we got to go back, in the NBA or the NFL or the NHL or the MLB that has really fucked. Like, there has not been a uniform in the past decade that has been cool. Not one. That's not a throwback. That's style stealing from the 90s and the 80s
Yeah.
when uniforms were fucking sick.
I mean, I know you like the Southside White Sox jerseys.
Those are
pretty tough.
cool.
Those
I
were
put
tough.
those up there. Those are cool.
Yeah.
It just feels
But yeah,
like we
they're
don't know
just-
how to
yeah.
make cool things
No,
anymore.
I know. They're just always trying to do too much with it, I think. Like, just make them... I feel like the more basic a uniform is, the cooler it is.
The cooler it is.
Yeah.
Wait, unless you're the Arizona Coyotes.
Yeah.
Those are sick.
Yeah.
Those are sick.
The Avs old ones are...
I'll give this guy credit. The Kraken. I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one.
Vegas uniforms are pretty cool.
But there just haven't been, like, you know what I mean, though? Like, when the NFL drops a new uniform, like, there just has not been a uniform drop where I've been like, wow, that's phenomenal.
No, I agree. Like,
That is phenomenal.
The Lions' new uniforms are so ugly. I hate those.
And you know who does it right? Soccer.
They do.
3 new uniforms every year.
Yep.
You know you're going to at least get one good one. You know you're going to get one team where you're talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that's what we should be doing.
Yeah.
Not just, I mean, Jack Mack from Barstool tweeted it, and it actually made me laugh. I like the tweet. The Broncos just look like UTSA now.
Yeah, they do.
Like, they literally look like UTSA.
Yeah.
College football does a better job with uniforms than professionals.
Yeah, dude. And,
Like when Louisville does the American flag helmet or when they do the blackout, like stealth mode. Like,
yeah.
professional sports and uniforms suck now. The state of professional uniforms suck.
Oh, Lauren wants me to pull him up. I'll bring him up.
The state of professional uniforms suck.
Here's the, I wonder if I can make this full screen. Here she is. Yeah, dude, I know. I agree. I think that everything's just been kind of mid coming out lately.
Mid,
there she
dude.
is.
Mid.
It's loading. There.
Midimus.
Those are so ugly.
Those fucking suck.
They're so ugly.
Like, those are actually so bad.
I know.
I might go as far to say they might be the worst uniform to grace a professional
Dude,
field.
they might. Like, also, like, what are those little, like, dots on the numbers? Those
Dude.
look so bad.
Dude. I'm not even kidding. Those might be the worst uniforms a professional team has ever put out.
They might be. And I kind of like their old uniforms, too. Like, I don't even know why they changed them. I kind of fucked with them.
I think the best uniforms are the Grizzlies throwbacks with the teal and the actual grizzly bear. Also, the state of logos. Like, I don't know why we've just completely shit on every good logo and just tried to make it modern and suck. Like, Juventus is the epitome of that. But I want to say this. The Grizzlies.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to say Cream City Bucks jerseys. Fuck.
Yeah, those are cool.
Those are sick.
Dude,
Those are sick.
best uniform in all of sports is the Chicago Blackhawks.
No.
Like, oh, yeah.
No. Even as a Chicago fan, like, no.
Yeah.
There's no way you believe that.
But no, I
I think the
completely
Cubs
agree that.
is more iconic, and I think the
No.
Bulls red is
No.
way more iconic with the pinstripe.
Nah. It's the Blackhawks. Their logo and just like the clean. I mean, I just think it's their Reds. The Reds are just like the cleanest and most historic. Like, they've never changed. They're the exact same uniforms as they've been wearing their entire
Unfortunately, my favorite uniform of all time is the Oakland Athletics. It just sucks that they suck.
That is-
Like, I just love that
does suck.
colorway. Like, they just got great merch. Even with the elephant. Love the elephant.
Yeah.
2000 Raptors, fucked.
Yeah.
But again, the fact that we got to go back
Go
to
all the way back,
2000.
yeah.
We're in 2024 talking about the 2000 Raptors. Like, that is the state of uniforms. Brooklyn Nets might be the worst uniform team colorway
So
rollout logo of all time.
So bad.
Of all time.
I'm
Also,
trying
the
to think-
Lions' new helmet, is that what they're really going to wear, the
Yeah,
blue
dude.
one? Those fucking suck, too.
Have you seen what it looks like with the blue pants, black jersey, and blue
Dude,
helmet?
it looks horrendous.
It's like you look like a 6th grade team.
They look like who's the girl in Willy Wonka that in the blue dress that blew up?
Violet?
Yeah, they look
Yeah.
like fucking Violet is what they look like. Dude, that's actually horrible. The state of NFL uniforms suck, other than the New York Jets.
UFL ass jerseys.
Other than-
That's so right.
Other than the New York Jets.
No, I do like their new unis.
But again, all we did was throw it
But
back.
they're just clean. Yeah, they're just like clean. There's like not too much going on.
All we did was a throwback,
Yeah.
which I'm not even impressed by. You know, like our uniforms before the throwbacks fucking sucked.
Yeah.
And that was like we got in the lab after like 5 years. We're like, hey, we got something for you.
Yeah.
The 90s Orlando Magic, I agree. Those are fucking sick. I don't know. It just sucks. And it sucks when you got to watch it and they don't got good uniforms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a bad uniform game is horrible. When they both got terrible uniforms, that's the worst experience of all time. All right, let's surf some slate, run the graphic. We got some plays on the board. I got some plays I want to give out. Let's get weird. Slate surfers. I do want to say, kind of hysterical. One of my buddies from college, I guess, was watching the show, and he goes, "You guys have a Subway Surfers hat? It's like, no, dude. It's our take on the Subway Surfers because we're the Slate Surfers because we're going to surf some slate like some dirty dogs. Okay, here's what I want to say. Let's take a trip to Italy. Game starts in approximately 21 minutes. Josh, it's Roma. I don't know why, but I am in love with this team. I put a future on them to win the Europa League. We're playing Bologna today. And Bologna, actually, by all accounts, in Serie A is actually very good. Mm-hmm. But we're in Rome. Okay? We're in Rome. We're at home. And I love this lineup, by the way. I've been trying to be better with my soccer betting, too, by the way, for everyone that's listening right now and is trying to get into soccer betting with me. It's my favorite sport, so I know all the players. But lineups, formations, and managers matter so much in soccer. Yeah. Like, if you come out in a bad formation, like, you are ass to grass. And I just feel like, one, they got it, like, a 4-3-3 against a 4-1-4-1, I always take the 4-3-3.
Yeah, 4-3-3 is the best.
Every time. Yeah, the 4-3-3 is the best. And by the way, they got Paredes, who just sits in the middle and just like a complete anchor, and I love that because you're basically playing 5 in the back when you do that. Yeah. When you're playing a 4-3-3 defensive and you got a guy like Paredes that can just sit in the middle and doesn't leave this tiny little circle, like you're basically playing 5 in the back.
Yeah.
And by the way, Paulo Dybala might be a top 5 player right now. The way he's
playing out of the back is so much easier.
So much easier, dude. So much easier. The triangles.
Exactly.
I had a coach when I grew up. He was just like, I mean, all the credit to him in the world, but he was just a dad of one of the kids on our teams when I was in like middle school. Mm-hmm. It was like 6th grade when you first start doing like travel soccer before club teams were like a thing yet. Because I think club starts like 8th grade, 7th grade. I don't think 6th grade we had a club team.
I started club when I was like 8 years old. I don't know.
Oh, so maybe they did.
I was little.
Maybe I didn't know about it, but it was when I was playing travel soccer. It was just like one of our dads, and then we hired this like team called UK Elite. Mm-hmm. Where it was just guys from England came over and like coached youth soccer, I guess. But we had this dad, and he would every single time during the game. I don't think he knew what to say because he was never like a coach, but he would just be like, "The triangles, the triangles." And I remember me and my buddies would always just be like, "Dude, like they're in our 18. There's no triangle we could make right now with the ball where we're getting out of this press. Like we're ass out. They're scoring."
That's funny.
And it would just be so funny. Every time you touch the ball, you'd hear triangles, and you know like someone would have to come because it was like, I mean, if you can create triangles up the field, you'll score. But I love Roma here. I don't want to take the over. I feel like I've been kind of bamboozled into taking the over too many times. And I'm going to start being more cautious, more careful. I love Roma here, though. Draw no bet. I think if you could pull up the odds on the draw no bet, I think they're plus 125 right now on the money line. But a draw no bet Roma could be, I love.
You're saying Roma or Bologna?
Roma.
Roma's minus 160 draw no bet.
Wow, I love that. Give me a Roma minus 160 draw no bet. Eat a little juice. I will eat a little juice for that. I feel like I like that because I could see it being a 1-1 if you want to be careful. Draw no bet Roma, I love.
So it's in Rome?
In Rome.
Correct? Okay.
In Rome. Josh,
I've got I got to play in the next game.
Josh, we've got the Milan Derby.
Yeah.
The Milan Derby. The Milan Derby. I wish I knew what it was called. Do they have, because I know Liverpool, Everton's Derby has a name. Manchester has a name.
LAFC and LA Galaxy.
They have a name.
That's the sickest name. El Trafico.
Yeah, that's cool.
The sickest name.
Do they have a name for this derby? Derby? They gotta, right?
What?
They gotta. There's no way they don't.
Derby name. It is Derby
della Madonna.
Madonna.
That's sick. The Italian language
Derby
is
of the Little Madonna.
That's sick.
What does that mean?
I have no idea, but that's fucking sick. I love that. Madonna.
Yeah, that's
Derby della Madonna. All right, here we go. Josh, Inter Milan is red hot.
Yes, they are.
AC Milan just got botted by Roma in back-to-back games in the Europa League. Mm-hmm.
Dude, see, I think it's a draw. I think this is a game where you take the draw.
I don't know, dude. I'm going to give you a scenario, Josh. Mm-hmm. Liverpool gets botted twice by Lazio.
Okay.
Bounce out of the Europa League. Mm-hmm. Next game back. Wasn't against a great team. I think it was... I don't know why I can't remember now. Beat the shit out of them like 4-1, 3-1 this weekend. I feel like this is a perfect opportunity. AC Milan. Now the only thing you have to focus on is Serie A. Why wouldn't you come out and beat the brakes off of Inter Milan? Who, by the way, I think on paper you're better than.
You could take them draw no bet at plus 160. I like that more. I think
AC Milan?
I just think that Like, the way that I'm thinking about this is I think Inter Milan's the better team going on the road. And I think AC Milan, I mean, obviously their fans will be fired up for this game. This is the biggest game of the year.
Dude, like fired up.
So that's why I'm thinking, like, it just lands somewhere between. Like, the better team on the road, I think that kind of just cancels each other out, and you get a draw. A little 1-1 draw, 2-2 draw.
I was going to say, I don't mind the over in this game.
I don't hate that at all either. What is it,
I think
2.5?
if Inter Milan scores first, you get an AC Milan that turns into a rabid dog. That is like, holy shit, there's no way. But you know what, though? I could also see, Josh, by the way, because AC Milan is such a young team up top, especially other than Giroud, I could just see things from going from bad to worse. You lose 2 straight to a team that you're better than in Serie A and Roma, and now you play Inter Milan, and you get your brakes blown off.
Yeah.
Because Lautaro Martinez is playing out of his fucking gourd.
Also, I guess I am tweaking because they play in the same place. I wasn't even thinking about that. So
It's Milan.
No, I know, but I'm saying like the stadium, isn't it the same?
But I know. Here's what I want to know. I need the lineup, and they have not dropped it yet.
Yeah.
I need lineups. That's what I need. I actually don't, but tentatively the over 2.5. I like in this.
Does
game.
Inter Milan's fan section carry any weight since they're in that song, Carnival?
They do.
They do.
Way cooler
Yeah.
than AC Milan.
So maybe
all
just
three.
Inter. Maybe just Inter.
They're called the Ultras.
No, yeah, I know.
Sick.
So
Literally sick. I'm taking the over in this game until I see the lineups, but I don't mind an AC Milan bounce back. I'm going to be honest with everyone in here. And don't yell at me about plus 240s because we gave you Real Madrid at plus 300 to advance.
Yeah, people forget.
People forget.
People
Quickly they forget, which is a little annoying. I'll be honest with you. No, but I love the over in the Della Madonna.
Did you see this?
What?
Just check FOT mob.
Foot mob?
Foot mob? Is that it says FOT mob, but
Foot mob. Sometimes they have it early, but I normally
Yeah.
just check the team's Twitter
a
because
good
they drop
idea.
it immediately.
No, yeah. That's
Well,
what I usually
check.
look at too.
Let's
but-
check foot mob. Let's check foot mob.
It's foot mob?
It's got to be foot mob. Fot mob?
Fot.
Makes no
That's what
sense.
it said. 2 people said it.
Foot mob?
FOT mob.
All right, let's see. Okay, see, if AC Milan runs this, I don't hate it at all. A 4-2-3-1. But Loftus-Cheek in that number, I hate that, dude.
I do not.
Dude, but if Inter Milan comes out in a 3-5-2, that's so hot. That is so hot.
That's my least favorite.
I love a
formation.
3-5-2, dude.
We
'Cause
used to
if
run
you
that in
score
high school.
first, no one's scoring on
that's
you,
true.
dude.
Yeah, we used to run that in high school, and we would just get diced. Not fun.
I might actually hate the over in this game. I might not touch this game. I gotta see the officials, but I love Roma. Draw no bet. Roma, if you just want to take it straight with some plus chicken, I love that. I also think Paulo Dybala scores today.
Okay.
Just want to put that out in the universe. I think Paulo Dybala scores today. People are saying just take Inter. Should we just take Inter?
I think you just take the draw, dude. I think this is a game that draws. Like,
Do you think this is a classic draw?
I think this is a classic draw.
Inter Milan, AC Milan draw.
2-2, 1-1, draw.
2-2-1-1. 2-2, we get the over.
You do.
1-1, we don't.
That is
Which one do you see happening more likely?
1-1.
I could so see that. And it's Giroud in the 80th minute that ties it up. And everyone's like, oh. No, I love AS Roma and I love Dybala to score. But Milan, Inter Milan, I'll go with Josh. I guess we'll take the draw.
Let's do it.
All right, let's talk some NBA. Josh, I've been trying to get dialed in on the NBA. I'm 1-6. So I'm going to give you my full card. I'm going to give everyone my full card because I am the worst NBA bettor on the planet. So I'm going to do you guys a favor and I'm going to give you my full platter. I'm going to go back to the Magic plus 5.5. I don't think the Cavs are that good. And I kind of want to see this young Magic team come out and show me that their bench can do something. Their bench had almost zero production in game 1. I think Cole Anthony literally was 0 for 6.
Yeah.
You can't have that.
No.
I can't have Markelle Fultz having 2 points off the bench. Either they were reversed. Either Cole Anthony had 2 points and Markelle Fultz went 0 for 6, or Cole Anthony was 0 for 6 and Markelle Fultz had 2
Talk
points.
about
I
hard
forget.
fouls. Did you see Markelle Fultz foul?
I did not.
Hard foul.
Hard foul.
Hard foul.
Hard foul?
Hard foul.
Wow.
Like,
On him or he did it?
No, he did it.
Is he
I forgot
suspended?
I forgot who was driving. Someone was going to the rim, and he literally just lowered his shoulder and just bodied him.
Sometimes you got to, dude. Young
Yeah.
Magic team, let them know. I don't
who it
hate that
was.
at all. But I'm going back.
Niang. Oh, yeah. That's who he hit, Niang.
Niang?
I
Yeah,
hate.
dude, Georges Niang is a
I
fucking bastard.
hate him. I've hated him since he was at Iowa State.
Yeah, he's a bastard. I hate him too. But I'm going back. +5.5 the Magic. I just don't think the Cavs are that good. I really don't think the Magic's bench comes out and looks that bad again. If they do, holy shit, let's just take the Cavs to sweep.
Yeah.
Because if their bench can't do anything, they're losing this series 4-0.
I kind of like the over in that game. I
Okay.
know it's super, super low,
Okay.
but I think everyone just assumes that Cleveland slows the pace down and wins this game by 5.5 or more.
I think again, too, I'll be honest, I don't think the Cavs are a bad bet because you're just going up against a team that has no experience.
Yeah.
Like, the Magic really don't know what they're doing. Their best player is Paolo. He's, what, second year now?
Yeah.
Not a bad bet.
No.
Not a bad bet to take the Cavs. I would like to go back to the Knicks -5.5, but they were -2.5 when I got them last game and took the money line. Then it went up to 4.5 and they won. I just feel like 5.5 is
I think
a
it's
lot of
too many
points.
points. I would
Yeah.
stay away from
5.5
that
is
game.
too many points.
just
Feels like
too
a
much.
lot of points.
Yeah.
But again, this is a Knicks team that they're the only bet that I've hit. But because I'm ice cold, Sixers +5.5, willing the Knicks to win game 2. That's what I like.
Yeah.
I like that. Sixers +5.5. I don't think the Knicks will lose that game, but I just don't know if they win by 6 points. That just feels like a lot of points for me. So, Sixers +5.5. Lakers Nuggets. I really just think the Nuggets are built like that. Nuggets -7.5. Like, and the Lakers, until we get back in LA, I don't want to touch them. I really don't even want to touch this game. I think it's a boring game. I don't like watching these two teams play basketball unless Jokic pulls up in another fucking Despicable Me outfit. I probably won't see anything about this game on my feed. So I guess we'll go with the Nuggets -7.5 if I had to.
I like that. too.
No
That's what I
Maxey for
would
the
take.
Sixers.
Yeah. I can just see LeBron being down 2-0 and willing the Lakers to a Game 3 win in LA and then getting swept from there, losing 2 straight games.
I understand that no Maxey is probably a large problem. I mean, it is. Kid averages like 22 points per game. But I feel like when you got Buddy Hield coming off the bench, Kelly Oubre got some production going, you could cover 5.5. Right? Or do we think no Maxey moves the needle to the point where the Knicks just fucking beat the shit out of him?
I mean,
I'm going to stay with the Sixers because I want the Knicks to win, and I don't want to change my bet and then look like a bottomist. So I'm going to let you guys know. I'm on the Sixers +5.5. Full fade
like that.
NBA card. Just fed it to you. Full fade
fade.
NBA platter. I just fed it to you. Literally, I just fed it to you on a platter. Josh, I've been trying to tap in on some hockey.
okay.
And I hope Chelly
Let's
gets his
tap.
hands on this platter I'm about to give out. Maple Leafs Bruins over 5.5.
Okay.
The Leafs only scored 1 goal in game 1. The Bruins put up 5. That's not going to happen again.
Well, if it did happen, it would hit.
But that's not, but I mean, like, you're going to get goals out of the Leafs.
Yeah.
And if you're getting goals out of the Leafs, you're getting goals out of the Bruins.
Yeah.
I love this over.
Okay.
I love this over. I love this over. I love it. Hovey's just going crazy. I don't know what he likes, but he's going crazy. I assume the Knicks because he said let's go,
Yeah,
and I took the
he's a
Sixers.
big Knicks guy.
Okay, I'm a big Knicks guy too. Other than the Mavericks, they're my team because I don't have an NBA team. Josh, I think game 1 you take the Stars
You think?
against VGK.
Okay.
In Dallas, I think you take the Stars.
I
disagree.
I disagree.
Why do you disagree?
I think that the Dallas Stars are the
they're
most
Moose.
fraudulent team. So
Yeah, I
I
agree.
remember Bookit with Prime being in here the other day.
Uh-oh.
Where is he? There he is. Yep, there he is. He said that this is the best team that the Dallas Stars have had since, 90?
That's insane.
And they're only -140 at home.
Chaco saying home teams haven't lost yet.
They have not in either
All
sport.
right,
They're
so
14
it's
and
the
0.
Golden Knights, and it's possibly the Kings +1.5.
99, he said.
Jalen Johnson just fed a literal clean sweep. AC Milan draw, Roma win. I mean, that's a clean sweep.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I like
just
that.
had to tap back in
No, I like
to
that.
the footy. All right.
I think he might just be telling people your plays.
Oh.
Because he said over Maple's game.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Jalen, I thought you were crazy tapped. I was like, this fucking kid gets it. He's just feeding my full fades. All right, so let's take the Golden Knights at plus chicken because the Stars are definitely going to drop one if no home team is lost. Sorry, Lauren. And what is the Kings +1.5? Is it crazy juice?
-180.
Yeah, it's crazy juice. I don't like that at all. Maybe. Oh, let's do that. Golden Knights plus chicken money line. Kings +1.5. Little
There we go.
juiced.
Love
What is that? Put those
it
together and you get
is +250
plus 250.
to +245.
Plus 250. Plus 245. Do you guys like that? Could we do a squad
I
ride
like
of that?
that. I like
VGK money line, Kings +1.
+1 in it. I like
Wasn't
that.
with the Kings Chelly's like early pick to win the whole thing, and then he picked the Maple Leafs?
Well, he loved Phoenix Copley, their goaltender. He had them in his goat whale, and he ended up not playing more than like 15 games this year. So
Why?
I think that he went back. Well, he just
got
he
pepped.
got beat out. Like the other goalie beat him
That's
out
fucking
before the
tough.
season even started.
Do we take the Leafs on a bounce back too, possibly?
No, dude, I think the Leafs are going to get swept in this series. I think that
I'm sorry, Lauren.
they're
we have
just
to.
that team. Like, they're just that team. Like, they're the Cowboys of the NHL. They just never show up when they need to.
That feels like a great take. I'm gonna be honest with you. That felt like a A1 take at a job.
I mean, they're Canada's team, right? And we got America's team down here, and they both fucking suck. So
If we had a Leafs Cowboys basketball game, who wins?
neither. They draw.
All right. So I'm sorry, Lauren, but I love VGK at plus chicken just because the Stars are fucking moose shit. Also, you're telling me American Airlines is gonna go crazy for the Stars? No shot.
They're gonna try to.
Stars. That's cool. I do like that. I'll be honest with Lauren. I do like that.
I wonder if the
I
Knights
also
fans will
feel
do the
like-
Knights thing.
I also feel like we moved out here, and Lauren was probably so excited when we all moved out here, and we were like, "Oh, dude, we're gonna all like support the Dallas teams." There is not a single Dallas team I like. Like I came out, other than the Mavericks are my team in the West
Yeah,
Coast.
Luke is cool.
I'll give the Mavericks my team, but dude, you're telling me I gotta support the Stars? Moose shit. Rangers? Moose shit. Arlington? I'm not going out there.
Yeah.
45-minute drive, sit in traffic. But I feel like she thought we were all gonna come out here, and it was gonna be like we're gonna be like the Dallas guys. But I think it's just tough because none of us have bought in. Everyone in the house hates the fucking Stars. Everyone in the house hates the fucking Rangers. I don't really hate them. I just don't like baseball, and I don't like that there's a dome on the stadium. But it's too sunny, so
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But the
I mean,
Cowboys fucking moose shit, hate them too.
Yeah.
And then UT, I was never gonna like UT. I mean, I did,
Yeah.
but then it was like I had to get off that. I
Yeah.
can't. We can't have.
I mean,
two
they're in the
UT
SEC now, so I have to hate them. That's kind of just how it works.
We also just can't have two UT fans.
Fat girls, 3 days. 3 days.
Also, just can't have two people on UT. It's just
Yeah, I know.
can't do it.
Yeah.
Still trying to figure out my college.
Also,
football
like,
team.
I'm a diehard Chicago fan. Like, I'm not just gonna like move over somewhere because I moved somewhere.
Well, I don't have any teams, Josh. New Jersey had one team and they fucking
Yeah, but you
left.
got. I mean, you got the Devils. You
Devils.
got the Jets.
My teams right now: Devils, Jets, Knicks, Mavs, until then like somebody comes back to New Jersey for basketball. Those would be my two teams because I live in Dallas and New York is closest. Baseball. The Oakland A's. I just want to be part of the
That's
ride.
sick. Yeah, let's
I just
go.
want to be part of the ride.
Yeah,
you know
moving
what I
to
mean? Like
Vegas.
I want to be sell the team. I want to be a part of a sell the team fan base. That's what I want. I want to be a
Yeah.
part of a franchise sell the team fan base. And I think the Oakland A's are perfect for that. Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to
I
be
mean, they're
I want to be
definition.
buying shirts that say sell the team. Like I just want to be a part of a franchise and a fan base that wants to sell the owners. Like that's what I want.
I'll root for the A's when they come to Vegas. My parents live there, so we can root for them.
But I might be like, "Oh, you left Oakland. I'm out." You know, like I might be, yeah, dude, I might be like an.
Well, they're already
Oakland-
gone. Like they already announced.
I know,
that they're leaving.
but that's why, like now, I'm an Oakland A's fan until they leave. Then I'm like, fucking, you
That's hilarious.
can't leave Oakland, man.
when you know they're leaving, you're just jump
Yeah.
on the bandwagon and then leave when they.
But it's not a
somebody there.
bandwagon. I'm just gonna suffer
yeah, I
for
guess
like
it's
2
not, but
more
yeah.
years and then be like, dude, you can't leave Oakland. Born and bred in Oakland, you can't leave Oakland. But if I had to pick a baseball team, I mean, I grew up watching the Mets. I thought Jose Reyes was cool. David Wright my sister always said David Wright had a nice butt. I feel like that was like
Interesting.
well known.
You could be a Cubs fan. America's team.
I gotta find a baseball team that fits me.
I feel like Chicago's perfect.
I feel like it might be the A's, man. Just like always.
I
Suck.
feel like the A's are like the least Mikey over team.
What do you think is the most Mikey over
Like
baseball
the
team?
Marlins.
I just hate those colors.
But you hate their colors. I think their colors are sick.
Marlins are fucking.
Cubs aren't America's team. The Cubs are
You know what? I'll tell you what.
100% America's team, by the way.
I'll tell you what, Josh. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna say the Marlins are not a Mikey over team because I think Jazz Chisholm and Tim Anderson are fake Mikey overs,
Jazz is
cookie
not.
cutters. No, I think they are. 'Cause
TA
Jazz-
for sure.
I think Jazz is a fake Mikey overs guy. I think Jazz fake bangs you. You're like,
Really?
wow,
Dude, I think
Jazz might
Jazz
be a
is
Mikey overs guy. I don't like Jazz at all.
That's crazy.
So that's why I think the Marlins are just fraud pretenders when it comes to
Padres.
who I'd be. The Padres. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I do love the Padres.
Tatis, yeah. That's.
Oh wait, no, I'm a Mariners fan.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah, dude, I'm a Mariners fan. Those are my teams. Newly minted Oakland A's fan.
Just figured it out.
Should we talk a little baseball just before we get the people out of here?
Sure.
All right, let's do it. Well, first of all, we just got to do our checks. Make sure there's no systems on the board. It is not a system on the board. Let's see what we got here, Josh. Do you like any games? I kind of want to hear your takes before we go.
Let's run through.
Also, kind of hysterical. Remember when I said Marlins at plus chicken, then it got delayed?
Yeah.
Then they played. Then they lost 9-1.
Yeah.
Then they played the next day and won.
And they won, yeah.
Of course. Just want to, of course.
Well, we have a system play on the board after losing the last one, so it's a bounce back. We take the under 8.5 Yankees Athletics. Under 8.5.
Okay.
Going through this, I don't mind.
I've got 2 plays.
I do love the over in this Marlins Braves game. Elder against Weathers.
I was about
Over
to say I
9.5.
love the Braves minus 1.5.
I like that as well. I think
Elder, I've always wanted to say this. Elder's nails. I just love when Crab says that.
Yeah. I think that Ryan Weathers gets blown up today.
Yeah, I agree.
I like that over. Sneak. I think that Austin Gomber might get a win at home today. Plus 150 against the San Diego Padres and Dylan Cease.
Wow, that feels sharp of you.
Yeah. I do like that. That's it.
I've got 2. I like the over in the Phillies Reds, and I like the Braves minus 1.5. Those are the 2 I like.
Okay.
I also don't mind the Diamondbacks at plus chicken, but don't tell Nick. Because I think the Cardinals are moose shit.
Oh, they're moose shit.
And the Diamondbacks are very good. Not very good, but getting there.
They're fun to watch.
Don't tell Nick, but I'm definitely going to be. Do we like the Tigers today? I think that feels like a Scooball?
Yeah, he's back on the bump.
Scooby?
I don't know.
Scooby Dooby?
I feel like them.
Scooby Dooby Doob. Can you win?
No, I don't
and
like
get
that.
the Tigers a win?
I don't like that.
Okay. All right. Phillies over. Braves minus 1.5. These are my favorite plays. I just want them out there right now. Roma to win. Draw no bet. The over in the Maple Leafs game. The over in the Phillies game. Braves minus 1.5. The NBA playoffs, you want the full fade. Magic plus 5.5. Sixers plus 5.5. Wow, we're taking 2 5.5s.
Might have to parlay him.
All we need is 5.
All we need is 5.
And the Nuggets minus 7.5. But don't bet the Nuggets game. Save yourself the pain of watching that series. It's going to be moose shit. Yeah. All right, listen. We end every episode with a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of motivation. Saw a little quote from Kobe Bryant. It wasn't necessarily a quote, it was just a video of him talking. And he was like, if I got to will you to get to the gym, if I got to push you to get to the gym, that's a problem. You've already lost. And I think it's a good thing to bring in your life. If you have to will yourself and push yourself to improve yourself and to be greater, that's your first problem. You got to wake up every day wanting to be better, wanting to take a step forward, wanting to be the best at whatever it is that you're doing or chasing. And I know sometimes it can be hard, so that's why I'm going to parlay it with what we say after every single episode. Just take one step forward for me. I know how hard life can be. I'm not asking you to sprint. I'm not asking you to jog. Just take one step forward for me today. And be the guy that gets up and is at the gym at 6:15. Be the guy that gets up and texts a buddy. He's like, hey, everyone work out today? Be that guy today. Stay right there. We got BTL coming up next. Same stream, same place. You don't even have to move. You don't even have to click out. They're going to go over every game. They're going to go over every single slate that you need. And they're also going to have the Sharp Report. 5 plays from each. So stay right here. We got them coming up next. I love you guys as always.